Programs like Survivor and The Apprentice, which have become major rating successes and genuine social phenomena. And now the man behind those shows has thrown his considerable clout and expertise behind a new venture which is underway, embarking on a global search for a new frontman for Australia's legendary band Inxs. It's called Rockstar.
I've got to let you know.
20 years ago, they were fast on their way to becoming one of the biggest bands in the world. They were on fire. A string of hit singles, multi-platinum albums, and sell-out shows around the world. It all came to a grinding halt, of course, in November 1997, when Michael Hutchence died. The tragedy obviously taking a major toll on the five who'd been side by side with him throughout their careers. The future seemed uncertain, and has done for the past 7.5 years. John Stevens out front for 3 of them. But now, the latest phase, a new beginning for the band, as they team up with reality TV pioneer Mark Burnett.
Every person out there in the audience have taken a hairbrush, been in front of the mirror and played the Rockstar.
And sung Need You Tonight.
Right, yeah, right. New sensation. And Inxs they've paid their dues. These people who are trying out to be the lead singer of Inxs haven't paid their dues yet. Let them pay their dues over 15 weeks. Let someone win, and then they go on the inside with the band. And then they go on a world tour.
I said, everybody's down on their knees.
And so to the famous Whiskey A Go-Go on Hollywood's Sunset Strip. The Doors and everybody else played here in the 60s, and Inxs did a warm-up show here once. But today, the joint is surrounded by wannabes, all anxious to get the gig of a lifetime, becoming the new front person for the 2005 New Look incarnation of Inxs.
Believe anymore.
So what are the boys looking for, and how did this all come about? So whose idea was it?
A long time ago, in 98, basically. Well, we sort of were toying with a whole bunch of different ideas, you know, for a while there, and that was just, at some point I just kind of said, what about we do a worldwide search on TV, and it all just seemed kind of too hard. So we left it alone, but and then last year we just started talking about it again, and approached Mark Burnett about it, and he loved the idea. So
I know you're not looking for another hit, but how do you think he would? He'd probably be quite blown away to see.
I think I think Michael would find this whole thing amazingly funny, you know, in a really good way.
Never knew when we were fighting for.
Out on the street, it seems there is no common thread other than the desire to make it big and take center stage in front of one of the world's best live bands.
Yeah, looking for someone to fill the space.
I know you're not looking for another Michael, but do you get a few Michael clones?
Yeah. People have studied videos and but if anyone's listening, do not go there.
Executive producer of Rockstar is one of the blokes behind American Idol, David Goffin.
And the show will start with 14 or 15 people who technically, talent-wise, confront the band. And what it's going to come down to is charisma and chemistry and how well they write and how well they get along and the type of workshops we're going to put them through. But we're not going to start the show with thousands of people, some of which are really bad and some of which can be good. We're going to start with very, very talented people and go from there.
So you're going to give it a shot, Richard? Shut up. Yeah, mate.
Because as well as, you know, being able to sing and stuff, they've got to get on with you lot, don't they?
Yeah, that's right. We'll say he's out.
He's
already out.
Yeah.
The open call is in Sydney on Saturday at the Enmore Theatre. If you are interested, get in early. It's first in, first seen and heard. You are not required to perform an Inxs song. In fact, the producers in the band would prefer to hear an original. I'm sure they're sick to death of hearing Never Tear Us Apart and all the Inxs songs. But if you're into it, get into it.